Welcome to Convocation. It seems like just a short time ago I was where you are today, starting my journey at WSU. Now I'm graduating and taking everything I've learned here at WSU and moving on, just like you will someday. The best thing about WSU is it isn't just about you. Well, you're here to learn and grow, and you will, but part of being a Coug is about helping others. For example, I helped Orphan Acres, a horse rescue center, develop a fundraising plan to help raise money for their program.
Orphan Acres has basically been in operation since 1975. We've had over 3,000 horses placed here and have been able to rehome 2,500 plus of those into new caring homes. We're 100% volunteer operation, so literally everything gets done by volunteers. WSU volunteers have been coming out here for a number of years now. Kind of on an average, probably around 600 volunteers a year out of the university. Total volunteer hours amount to close to 20,000 hours a year. So it's very important to us.
Here's a small sample of what other Cougs have done.
Vibes is sponsored by the Black Student Union and my fraternity, Phi Beta Sigma Fraternity Incorporated. The hope of Vibes is to really get high school students all over the state of Washington prepared for the types of things they're going to be encountering at these large institutions like Washington State University and UW. Vibes is all student-led, so everything that you see during the weekend, anything that is happening is all based on student involvement. Really the point of Vibes is not just to get the best students, but just to bring in everybody so that everybody can understand that it doesn't matter what you start with, it's just how you finish. Us at the same time, we come from the same neighborhoods or the same areas in which these other students come from. We just want to see them succeed, just as somebody else helped us out. So it's really just us passing down exactly what somebody did for us a couple years ago.
It's really cool because it's something that we're all passionate with as a team. Like, it's not just like the engineering, we like building and designing it. It's really knowing that we have a chance to help some people out and come up with a design that could really be useful. So it could really benefit a lot of people. We're also working with a team at Bunda College in Malawi. So other students actually that are in Malawi. So we've been asking them questions and they've been giving us some input as well. The main thing that we're going for with this is it's a highly transportable system, and they have a couple means, these treadle pumps that do pump water and they help a lot with the irrigation. But they're so heavy and awkward that it's really difficult, and it's such a poor country, it's the third poorest in the world, that a whole village has to come together to purchase one of them, and then it takes a long time to transport from one spot to another. So what we're really hoping for with our system is that this will help a lot of people because they can have less pumps for a larger amount of people.
I did a study abroad program in Africa, Tanzania, and I volunteered there at the orphanage. I played with the children and we read books. One of the favorite books that they liked was Aesop's Fables because it was both English and Swahili. Oh, I loved it. I had the hardest time leaving. They're just so much, they're full of all this love, and they're just happy that we were there, that somebody was there to play with them. It was really unsanitary. All the kids were stored in one little room in bunk beds on top of each other. No sanitation with water or plumbing or with the food. They ate on small little dishes, all huddled around together. And most of the children who were there because their parents died of AIDS. And so they were kind of struggling with their parents being gone. And it was heartbreaking, but it definitely influenced my view on the world. I now think that the world is kind of too big to stay in one spot my whole life, and so I plan on studying abroad a lot more and possibly going into public health after I get my degree in education, and then living abroad for a couple of years.
Over spring break this year, we went to Death Valley and did desert restoration on some of the hills there. I feel the impact was really valuable. We were going and repairing zones that have been damaged by 4x4 vehicles. So without our help, it would take the desert like 100 years to reclaim that land. With our help, it only takes it like 10. It's really gratifying to know that we can go out there and really help out the environment that much, that quickly. I learned things that I could have learned in a classroom, but I learned it through experience and volunteering. So it's that much more valuable to me. Oh, I absolutely recommend it to other students. It's an incredible way to spend your spring break.
I learned originally about Malawi through my global learning
community class, I've learned about all the problems that Malawi is facing and just about Malawi in general. Most of the people there don't even have a shirt, or they have one shirt and it has holes in it. I understand what something so small as a shirt can change someone's life. You know, maybe it's not a drastic change, but it's changing their lives.
Take your shirt off for Malawi.
I did.
I did.
We did. We did. I did.
I'm Nelson Floyd, president of Washington State University. We are making a difference in improving the quality of life for people all over the globe. And I want all of you to give your shirt for Malawi.
We did.
So look around. There are many, many ways for Cougs to get involved, and everything you do will become part of a bigger and better you. Go for it, and go Cougs!